installment of my YouTube review videos. Today we are doing two pistols since I missed last week. We've got two Cybergun pistols, a GSG 92 in my left hand, and in my right we've got a SIG Sauer P226. Now let's take a closer look at them, shall we? These are all plastic spring action pistols, and on the left hand side you've got your grips, your magazine catch, you got a fake slide catch because these don't have blowback, you got your slide lock and your trigger, and a full working hammer on the back, which you can see fully works, just doesn't shoot until you cock back. Now on the other side you got a safety for your right hand, which you just pull back and it's now unsafe, as well as your external trigger pull, and you slide, you just cock back. It's a bit stiff because it's painted, but like I say, these come in a clear two-tone, but once cocked you can shoot once you take off the safety. Based on the Beretta M9, it can be field stripped like so. Take out the magazine and undo this slide pin. Once pulled out, you want to pull the slide forward. It's a little bit stiff because of the paint, but once undone, the gun comes into two halves which you can grease and maintain. And then you just want to put the slide back on. Once you're done maintaining, put the frame pin back in. Remember, it goes down then up, so then you always know, and that's how you maintain your M9.
Line sights for the GSG 92 are the same as any other pistol sight. These have been custom painted so they can see better at night. These are very simple to use, just line up a front one with the back iron sights and then shoot.
To access the magazine, you press in the mag release and there's your magazine, and on your right hand side there's a little slide which is pretty hard to get into, so you want to pull that down, and on the top there's a little switch. You press in and you get your BBs and load it up. You can't really see at the minute, but it holds 12. I'll show once I've filled right to the top, which I keep dropping. Shaky hands today. Once you pressed it in, filled it up, it's just ready to go straight back in the gun and cock to ready to shoot. And this is the SIG Sauer P226, used by US navies and seen in many films and video games, which I'll go through in a sec. And what you have here is your slide lock, your safety, which fully works, and your magazine release. Your hammer, like just the GSG, pulls back and it works. And it's once again all plastic and it slides back just like a spring should. On the right hand side you just got this metal plate to stop the magazine release going straight through, and you got your little button here to push out your slide lock, and of course your trigger. To maintain this, you press in this button until this pops out. Once this pops out, you twist out and pull. It's a bit stiff because we've painted this, because these come in clear two-tone. And then you want to release your magazine, which has got a weight in it, and then you want to just be careful to pull the slide off. The safety's jamming it a bit, and then once the slide's off you can maintain it like a real pistol. After every time you use it, just put some grease in the pistons and springs, and then you want to put the slide back on. Put this in the same way you took it out. Make sure the barrel's all lined up. Twist and push in and make sure it clicks in. Once it's clicked in, the slide should stay in place, and that's how you maintain the P226.
For the SIG P226, the iron sights are just the same as any other pistol, just line up the front with the back. Simple as that.
To access the magazine, you want to press in the magazine release and get out the magazine. Like I say, it's been weighted, so it's got some realism. Same as with GSG 92, you pull down and press in the top. I'll try and show you this time. And load in the BBs. You can use 0.12s or 0.20s in these, but I wouldn't suggest any higher. They do have a very high FPS in 0.12s, so with great accuracy and range I would suggest the 0.2s, which we are loading it with. And this only holds 12, put one in, too many. And then you just want to put it straight back in the gun and it's ready to fire.
Here we have my friend and my cameraman Dan Hennessey shooting his P226, and he empties the clip in about 24 seconds with 12 shots, since that's all it holds inside. And here we can see a close up of a gun in action. And here's the little distance we're shooting at. Not very far, but it can shoot a bit further. But to get best accuracy, we would just try and add a short distance, as a sidearm should be used as a short distance pistol.
Go.
And here's a better look at the target that we're shooting at. Most of the shots go in the middle, bang on. It's pretty accurate, though not as accurate as the GSG 92, but that'll be due to the slide sticking and taking more time to take shots.
Go.
And here's my friend now shooting with GSG 92. Like I say, the slide sticks a bit, so they take longer to empty the clip. Once again, holds 12 rounds. Both of these guns feature a hop-up system, so you can shoot further distances, like I say, but sidearms are meant to be a last resort close range firearm, and that's why we're only shooting them at a small distance. I set up a new target for this pistol, and for some reason this is a lot more accurate than the P226. I'm not sure why, because the P226 is weighted and the GSG has got no weights in at all. So if you want to look for a lighter and slightly smaller pistol, the GSG works best, but the P226 has got a much more comfortable feel with a grip that wraps all the way around the back. So here's a close-up of a target for the GSG 92. These are ridiculously accurate. We measured the P226 and that was about 2.5 inch grouping. This one is even tighter at about 2 inch grouping. Most of the BBs went through the same hole, as we only fired 10 and we could only find a few holes in it. So it's amazingly accurate for a pistol. Especially if you're looking for a cheap plastic pistol to get into airsoft, this will be the best spring pistol you can buy.